Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun now for Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Breeze finding Kamara. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Kamara, a gain of 14 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
7, Saints nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out right at the 35.
I any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 65 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Barkley found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
Down at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Jones looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run the counter. Barkley, and this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of 9 brings brings up second.
From the 22, Jones looking left side. It's complete. He's got it.
You ain't going to burn me.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defender to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal. Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
But it's 4th down and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Giants have taken the lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, Breeze. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Keep making plays like that, baby.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throw left side complete. It's Morris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
9 yards. First down, New York.
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Giants first down.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he's got some space here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Off play action. Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Off the play fake. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, New York.
Off play action. Jones. And now he's going to use his, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. To throw is Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 58 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. But Drew Brees into his 40s now. Doesn't have the strong arm that he once did, but don't tell this defense that right now.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
They'll go to Barkley again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Loss of 7 yards. 3 and out.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the play. And it's...
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And we've got a timeout.
It's a gain of 3.
9 seconds remaining.
Giants.
Now Jones on first down. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Jones, and it's caught, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So a victory here for the men in blue.